Good morning, and this is the Daniel Saul Show, where you will witness sports talk and debate from yours truly, Daniel Sauls. Well, there's only one more thing for me to say. On this show, your passion meets truth. Let's go to the next talking point. The top 5 hardest sports to play. Number 5 is hockey. Have you ever tried playing hockey? You know how hard hockey is? First, you got to learn how to ice skate. Okay, that's one. That's hard in itself. Okay? Then you got to learn how to hit a little puck with the stick that's like board thin. I mean, you know how hard it is to make it in that little bitty goal? With a big dude guarding it? Yeah, no. Hockey is such a hard sport to play. I would not want to try it because I would get my butt beat. I would be on the ground half the time. I'd be sore everywhere. My butt would have lumps. My arms would have lumps on it. I wouldn't want to play hockey, to be honest with you. It's a real rough sport. Let's go to number 4, and that's gymnastics. I know gymnastics is not a sport where you have a ball or whatever. There's judges involved, right? But do you understand how hard it is to be a gymnast? Do you understand how hard it is? How flexible you got to be when they have to balance on that little beam? Like, are you serious? All those little flips they do, those flips they do on that bar, like, come on, man. And then they got to jump off of it and flip like 360s and moving all around the air, and then they got to land on their feet, and they're like, no, dude, you know how hard that is? That's extremely difficult. I guarantee 9 out of 10 people that would try would fail it. Probably even 10 out of 10 people would fail it because it's that hard. Number 3 is baseball. Look, you know how hard it is to hit a baseball? Okay, the ball, the guy who pitches, throwing, I don't even know how many miles an hour. I don't cover baseball. I don't like baseball. It's not my favorite sport. I don't like it. But I know when I tried playing sports, that was the hardest sport that I learned how to play, or will try to learn, because I feel like I wasn't good hitting a bat, and the ball was coming so fast at me that it took a lot for me to be able to hit the ball. You need extraordinary and out of this world hand-eye coordination to play baseball, right? Running to the bases, that's just pure athleticism. That's just pure common sense. If somebody has the ball and they're trying to get you out, you don't want to run to another base because they could get you out. That's just common sense. You got to play smart. You have to be athletic to be able to run. But when it comes to hitting the ball itself, there's not many sports that's harder than that. Number 2 is MMA. MMA. Reason why I think it's the second hardest sport is because it's too complex. It is one of the most complex sports of all time. Number 1 is a little bit more complex to me, but number 2 is MMA. Look, you have to learn how to box. You have to learn how to kick. You have to learn how to tackle somebody, take someone down, choke them out. Look, you got so many things that you got to look for, and you got so many things you got to learn in MMA. It's just when it comes to a point where it's just so hard to learn, because you got to learn jiu-jitsu, you got to learn freaking Krav Maga, boxing, taekwondo, all these freaking types of martial arts, and you have to put that in your brain. And when you're in the octagon and you're using that, do you understand how hard that is? That programming all of that in your brain, the complexity of all those different sports, and it's in your brain. It's like learning physical languages. That's how hard MMA is. And then we're going to go to number 1. That's golf. Golf, I grew up playing golf, so it's not hard for me. My dad's favorite sport was golf. He introduced me to golf when I was a little kid. Golf is very fun when you learn how to play. It's not very fun to watch, but it's very fun to play. And learning how to play isn't the best because it's extremely hard. Just like I said about MMA, it's really complex. There's no sport that's more complex than golf. You're talking about having to learn how to hit a driver, a 3-wood, a 5-wood, a sand wedge, a putter, like all the other irons that you have to learn how to hit, and they're all different. All the different numbers all have different faces. You know, you have to control your swing. Like in baseball, for example, people want to say, "Oh, baseball is harder than golf." Actually, no, it's not. The problem with baseball and how hard baseball is, it comes with how fast the ball is coming at you, and you have to hit it as hard as you possibly can to get a home run. That's the hard part. But you're not controlling your swing because you're trying to hit it as hard as possible. In golf, you have to control your swing. You don't want to hit the ball hard. You want to be calm. You want to hit the ball at a good pace. You don't want to hit it all fast and hard because the ball ain't going to go where you want it to go. That's the thing. And it's not just, oh, you got to control your swing for, the same for each club. It's different for each club, which makes it even harder. It is a gentleman's sport. It is a genius person's sport. It is someone that can understand and process all the little bits and pieces of the rules, the knowledge of the game, how it is played, and put it into action. Do you know how hard that is? That's the same thing with MMA. MMA and golf can be flip-flopped, but to me, just the point of having to control your swing differently with all the different clubs, which there are more than 10, it's really hard to play golf, and it is really hard to learn how to play it, and especially when you're playing 18 holes, which takes a lot out of you. You'll be tired after 9, trust me, and I'm not really out of shape. So I'm just going to say that. After 9, 10 holes, you're going to be like, I don't want to do this no more. Pros play 18. That's the hardest sports. I got golf, MMA, baseball, gymnastics, hockey. Wait, hold up. Before this video ends, make sure you go like, turn on post notifications on as always, and comment. Let me know what you think about this video. And if you want to see more greatness and more amazing takes from me, Daniel Sauls, make sure you go subscribe to my channel, because I'll be back with another video for y'all guys very soon. Peace out, y'all.